Our next story is about China's threats and how they're not working. Full credits to China for continuously trying, though. Last year, it threatened the US and Taiwan over Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taipei. Pelosi landed in Taiwan anyway. And now Taiwan's president is in the United States. Tsai Ing-Wen is meeting US House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. It's confirmed. And it's only befitting. China needed a dose of reality. It cannot threaten entire countries into submission. In fact, the more noise it makes, the more it gets snubbed. That's perhaps the message that Washington and Taipei have sent to Xi Jinping this time. Here's a report.
Taiwan is on a mission. Its president, Tsai Ing-Wen, is on a tour of America, and the purpose of this tour is quite simple. President Tsai is demonstrating that her government has international support, despite China's pressure campaign to get countries to steer clear of Taiwan. This is how President Tsai was welcomed in the United States. Tsai Ing-Wen is in Los Angeles to meet US House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. There's a reason why China is so outraged. The US House Speaker is the third most powerful person in the US government after the President and the Vice President. So Tsai's meeting with Kevin McCarthy is quite significant. It's the highest level meeting with the Taiwanese president on US soil. Suddenly, Taiwan has the ear of the US's top leadership. Its president is meeting with the US House Speaker as a sovereign nation's head of state. This is a stamp of authority on Taiwan's independence, which is why China is outraged.
China firmly opposes the US arrangement for Tsai Ing-wen's transit visit and her meeting with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, the number 3 person in the US government. This act seriously violates the One China principle and the provisions of the 3 China-US joint communique and gravely undermines China's sovereignty and territorial integrity.
China also said that President Tsai and Kevin McCarthy's meeting will greatly hurt the national feelings of 1.4 billion Chinese people. China considers Taiwan its own province and President Tsai a separatist. It promises to reunify Taiwan with the Chinese mainland using force if necessary. It has become a slogan of sorts. The other slogan is this: that China will resolutely and vigorously defend national sovereignty and territorial integrity. It's basically a threat. China uses this statement to harass smaller players like Taiwan. The world saw a glimpse of this last year, right after former US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi left Taiwan. China encircled the island and conducted live fire exercises for days on end. It was simulating a potential invasion of Taiwan. China thought its show of force will discourage countries from interacting with Taiwan, but it miscalculated. The meeting between President Tsai and Speaker McCarthy was supposed to take place in Taiwan. Like his predecessor, Kevin McCarthy says he wants to visit the island. However, considering how China reacted the last time a US House Speaker was in Taiwan, both countries decided that a meeting on US soil was a better alternative. But China is still rattled, and there's no telling how it will react. Will it encircle Taiwan and fire missiles over its skies like it did last August? Last Friday, 10 Chinese warplanes crossed the median line in the Taiwan Strait. This is the de facto border that separates Taiwan and China's air defense identification zones. And on Monday, another package of 10 planes flew across the median line. So there's been a lot of activity in the Taiwan Strait. But China's attempts to stonewall the high-stakes meeting have failed. Both the US and Taiwan have defied Beijing, and the ball is now in China's court.